Okay, so this is potentially a really bad decision, but I just want to take you with me as I sort of climb down this super steep hill down here. Hopefully I don't fall. So I'm down here in a spot by the river near my house. You can see I climb down from up there. It's really not as steep as it looks, but this is a spot that I like to come, and I was on my walk this morning and I thought I'd come down here and tell you a pretty funny story. So about a year ago, I was working with some clients and I thought, we were doing some face-to-face stuff, and I thought we would take a walk and sort of do more like an experiential coaching session. And I took them down here to this spot, which I happen to really, really love. It's like a little bit of a nature escape right in the middle. I live in an urban setting, and so it's cool. It's down by the river, down by the water. So I brought my clients down here to do this really cool, metaphorical, relaxing session by the river with their feet in the river, which is actually kind of dirty, but I was willing to risk it. So we come down here and you can see that if I turn you around, there's like a little bit of just like a clearing where you can sit. And we go to start the session, and I have them sitting and facing the water and feeling the breeze on their face. And out of the corner of my eye, I catch something. And I notice there's a homeless guy pitched a tent right next to us. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like totally not what I expected. And I'm like, oh, we'll roll with it. And it's like, I can tell like now they see him, they feel a little weird about it. And we're like, we'll roll with it. It's fine. We'll kind of flow with it. And we go further into the coaching session, and then all of a sudden it starts to get pretty windy. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't check the weather, fuck. So here we are sitting, and I have one of my clients deep in this really like meditation, which I can't even believe we got her there, considering the fact that we're like camping out in this homeless guy's space. And it starts pouring down rain, and there are pretty much no leaves on these trees, and we are just getting soaked, and they have their phones, and I'm like, oh shit. So we huddle kind of under this tree, and we're trying not to get super wet. And then we decide we'll climb back up this hill, and now it's muddy because it's super steep. And, I had been working with these clients for a while, so it was no big deal. But man, did I feel like an ass. And it reminded me of, as I was walking this morning, a book that I just finished reading called Getting Naked, Deconstructing the 3 Fears That Hold Us Back. And I'll put the link in the video below. But he talks about one of the biggest fears that we have as a coach is the fear of looking stupid, and the fear of losing the client's business, the fear of looking inferior, basically being so afraid to make mistakes because of what will happen as a result that we don't push the boundaries on what we want to do. One of the things that I'm working on learning how to do by doing the thing I don't know how to do is creating more experiential coaching experiences with my clients. And so that was me giving that a try, and it was a total fucking flop. It was a complete disaster. I think the depth of the conversation was great, but the execution could have been smoother. So I just wanted to share that story with you, hopefully make you laugh, challenge you to see where you might be holding yourself back from trying something new, pushing the boundaries as a coach, pushing the boundaries as a person, pushing the boundaries with a project to try to do something that's a little different than what you've been doing, and allow yourself to it not go the way you want it to go. There's a phrase that I've been playing with in my mind, and I'll continue to share with you as I gain more insight around it and it becomes more clear and articulate, is that the answer to how is yes. The answer to how is yes. There's so much desire to want to know the whole path, the whole outcome, the whole process before you even take the first step. And so often that first step is the thing that lets you see the second and third and fourth and so on, but you've got to be willing to take your coaches and your clients and your people and your dreams into complete disaster zone sometimes to get there. So hope you enjoyed the story, and I'd love to hear where you might be holding yourself back, and what's the one thing you've been resisting doing because you don't know how it will turn out, to try it and be willing to do that and totally fuck it up. All right, bye.